Alright, I think, is this recording? It is. Okay. It's 3 p.m. and I'm gonna go for a walk using this camera for the first time. Just do a little test video, see how it works, and see how it looks after I upload it. I'm really curious, and I've wanted a camera like this for a long time. This might be a game changer for me uploading videos more regularly. Go out the gate. This is usually the walk I do with the dogs. At least once a day. Sometimes I do it multiple times a day. I always start the walk going between these two trees. Feels like you're entering another realm. This is the only part of our property you could see our neighbors. And really only in the winter. In the summer when all the trees are full, you can barely see anything. Where are the dogs? There's Fig. Where's Cricket? Cricket! There she is. Come on, Cricket. This is like one of the only trails that stays pretty maintained because the elk walk through here. And Corin just tractored it recently because I love my winter walking trails. I love that this camera has a front-facing screen. I don't know. Everything looks a little blue, so I might have to play with some of the settings, but so far, I'm very impressed. Ground's a bit rough right here, and this is what I get for wearing a dress. Story of my life. The brambles are always stuck to something. Recently, Corin took out all the blackberry rows we had here the past few years, just because blackberries grow everywhere and it was just getting a little too unruly, and we just didn't have the extra energy to maintain the rows, so he just scraped them all out. You can kind of hear the frogs croaking. It's so funny in the winter because it'll get really cold and then they'll freeze and it's just quiet out here. And then as soon as we have a warm day, they're croaking like crazy because they're defrosted and probably angry. This past weekend, Corin brush hogged the hill over here just because we've been doing it every year to maintain the blackberries, just to keep them down a bit, and also because if it snows, which it hasn't snowed yet this winter, this is the perfect sledding hill. It snowed enough last year, but since we didn't brush hog this part of the field, the blackberries were just too intense and we popped one of our inner tubes, so hopefully we get snow. These are some trees that were pretty diseased. Corin just pushed them over with the tractor pretty easily. They just kept breaking branches and just making a mess everywhere. They were kind of up in this area. It looks a lot nicer now. And then we'll have some more firewood for next year. There's the house off in the distance. I love how it looks from all the way back here. Even in the winter when everything's gray and brown, it's still so pretty. Hi, Cricket. Coming up to our tractor storage area and our wood shed. We just had to stock all of our wood this past weekend, but we still have plenty. And it's kind of just a big mud pit right now. The shed that I painted in August, and the paint is coming off. I think that's what we get for using such a cheap paint. Or we needed to do another coat. I don't know. We're gonna fix it. Hey, sweet girl, let's go. There's the well house that the squirrels live in. Every year I say I'm gonna build more trails, and I've only done it once. It's so much work. I need like 10 people to come help me build trails just so my walking can be diversified. But usually I walk around the meadow, I'll do the driveway. Sometimes I will do a small little deer trail off to the side. We did do this trail up when we first moved in, but it's kind of overgrown now. But one day our goal is to have a complete perimeter trail that we can walk and run every day. Oh, that'll be so nice. He comes. Sweet girl. And there's Fig. Fig, you got a bush attached to you. Let me get it off. Hey, come here. Oh gosh. Come here. Pokey. All right, let's go. Heading back up to the house. I'm really curious to see how the stabilization is on this. I have it on just the standard mode, but there is a sport mode. I figured I would just try everything. The base auto settings for the first go and go from there. And our walk is complete. Like I said, I usually do this a few times a day, or sometimes I'll double back and make it longer, but I already went on a walk with him this morning, so I'm back at the house. We have like 30 minutes maybe left of daylight, so I'm gonna just sit down and edit this while I have the energy. Overall feelings I'm having now that I'm looking at the footage on my phone while editing is I'm pretty happy with how everything looks so far. Obviously there's a lot to learn, but I'm excited to have something new to play with.